Jake had always considered himself a skeptic until he found that recording. He worked as a courier in a small town in Maine. One evening, he was given a delivery he despised, apartment 406 inches, an old brick building on the outskirts. Couriers joked that it was better not to go there. They said no one lived there, yet the orders kept coming. When Jake reached the fourth floor, the hallway light flickered so often it seemed to be warning him in Morse code. The door to 406 was ajar. Inside, silence. He shouted, "Hey, delivery for Sarah Mitchell?" Silence. Jake left the package by the door and was about to leave when he noticed a red light deep inside the apartment, a tiny dot like from an old video camera, and it was pointed at him. "Hey, I'm here," he said again and took a step inside. The camera stood on a tripod in the center of the room. Around it, bare walls, nothing else. On the camera, the icon blinked. Rec. Jake picked it up. The camera was on, even though the battery showed 0. He pressed the play button. The screen lit up. Jake saw himself standing in the same hallway, in the same clothes, but the recording had been made at night, though it was now around 7 in the evening. On the recording, he said, "If you're watching this, you came too late. She has awakened." Jake felt a cold draft run down his spine. The recording went on. "Don't look into the shadow," recorded Jake said. "She copies your movements, at first with a slight delay, and then faster than you." On the screen, the camera suddenly turned toward the dark corner of the room. There, almost imperceptibly, a silhouette loomed. It really was mimicking Jake's movements, but with a second's delay. The silhouette raised its hand, and in reality, behind Jake, something rustled softly. He turned around. The corner of the room was utterly black, as if the light simply refused to fall there. But he saw his own shadow, only it was breathing. The recording shifted again. Now the camera showed something filmed later. Jake, exactly as he was now, sat in front of the camera and whispered, "She will step out of the shadow when you blink. The only way to survive is to turn off the light. Then she won't be able to take shape." At that moment, the lamp above him flashed brightly, as if mocking him. "Not now," Jake whispered. The light began to flicker faster and faster. The recording continued. On it, Jake screamed, "Don't turn off the light. I was wrong. Don't." The camera screen went dark. The lamp in apartment 406 went out too. In complete darkness, Jake heard someone echoing his breathing, but much closer than his own shadow should have been. The last thing he felt icy fingers touching his shoulder. The next day, another courier received an order for apartment 406. He climbed the stairs, saw the open door, and in the center of the room stood a camera aimed at him. The red light blinked, REC.